Let's break the awkwardness of an intro with the firm, crisp crack of a Dr. Pepper up close to the mic. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but we'll see when I go back to edit this. I needed something to quench my thirst, clench or whatever. Number one. 10 things I want. DIORPIUM wants you to hear. Number one. Back from last episode. This is the future now. From then, if time doesn't make sense to you, just clarifying. Macbeth was good and all that, but when I went to the bathroom, this guy stood a foot away from the urinal and pissed like that in a maximum capacity bathroom. I thought this was a good way to start the episode. I get to just kind of talk about Macbeth real quick before I get into the bathroom thing. Bro, Macbeth was cool, bro. I'm not into Shakespeare. I'm not into literature, English, whatever, all that. I'm not really into that. It's not my cup of tea. My girlfriend is. I talked about it in the last episode, yada, yada. It was her birthday. We had fun. But, bro, it was actually it was low-key really cool. And I think we would definitely do it again. It didn't, I guess it opened me up to Shakespeare and I guess, theatrical performances more than, I previously was in my life or whatever. But, I couldn't see myself doing it more maybe than twice a year. I'd rather see Shrek live. You know what I'm saying? But Shakespeare was still pretty cool. I had a hard time kind of not understanding what was going on because I got the gist or whatever. But I think just the literature or whatever, the way they talk, the Shakespearean whatever. It was just I just couldn't even comprehend half of I could understand what they were saying, but I couldn't piece it together as good if it was a movie in modern times, if that makes sense. But, bro, all that was sick. I saw Macduff destroy Macbeth. That was pretty cool. I learned that Macbeth couldn't be killed by someone who came out of a woman's vagina. And the only reason Macduff could do it is because his mom had a C-section. But, yeah, that was sick. It was funny every time blood would happen in the play or whatever. When the play first started, there was a fight or some shit after the witches or whatever. Macbeth's 400-year-old play. I gotta explain to you how it is. You can go find it somewhere. Yeah, when the blood, I don't know, just the fake blood was just funny. The way they would just throw it or obviously squeeze a packet in their hand or I don't know. It was just cool. But yeah, I recommend if you literally have nothing better to do with your time and you want to try something new and you've never done that before, I recommend. It's pretty cool. And the King's Upgrade or whatever, the special table we got, it was honestly sick, bro. And I guess I should have read better, and I think I did read it when I bought it, but it was we each get a starter, we each get an entree, we each get a dessert, we each get a drink, we got a bottle of wine, whatever. And we didn't even eat. We got one starter. We each got an entree. We each got a dessert. But we each got a hot chocolate as well. So we just left. And we're assuming that just kind of cancels out for the other starter we didn't get. To start, we got a fruit cheese plate with some crackers and whatever. Me and Ellie thought it was kind of sad. But, it's it just is what it is. It's just how they cater there or whatever. And then after that, I got this fucking dog's brat with a side of potato salad. That was fire, actually. Both of it. The Dijon on it had seeds and shit. Never even had Dijon like that. Then Ellie got what was it called? I don't know what it was called, but it was beef and potatoes and I think maybe vegetables on the side or something. I don't know. But then after that, for dessert, I got this cheesecake, chocolate brownie. Ellie got what did she get? I think ice cream and raspberries or something like that. Just eating it together. And then we both got a hot chocolate and we watched the play. Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, go into what I actually wanted to talk about, the real details on this in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, I had to piss. I had to wait until in between plays. I didn't want to be the guy to get up during the set or whatever. But, so, you walk into this bathroom, there's a little line, whatever, and there's 4 urinals, but there's no walls between the urinals. And I think just man code when you're in a bathroom, personally, I don't care, but this is in Midtown, downtown area, and so, it's very, very sensitive people around those parts, if you know what I'm saying. No hate, it just is the way the world is, so if you don't like that, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Stop lying to yourself. But, yeah, there was no walls between the urinals, and there was just 2 guys in, the every other urinal or whatever. So there's 2 open urinals between them. You know, this random dude comes in, he's like, y'all ain't using those? Y'all like in the bathroom or y'all in the line for like the stall or whatever? And like, I don't know, it's just like no one's trying to stand dick to dick next to some guy. And that same dude who just like cuts the line in front of everybody, keep in mind, steals a urinal right between them. He could have went to the first one when he was by one of them, but he decided to go between them. I don't know, Midtown, right? And he literally stands a foot away from the urinal. I'm not even over exaggerating. It could have been longer. I think I'm being generous by saying it was a foot. Literally just whipped dick out and just started pissing far away from the urinal and just like in front of, like when I say a maximum capacity bathroom, like this bathroom with the line and the stalls and the 4 urinals could only hold like max 8 people, and there was probably like 12 in there. So just dick out in front of all these guys, just stands a foot away from the urinal, which is weird. Just pisses. So the 2 dudes in between him, or next to him, sorry, could just see his whole dick and balls. People are built different. Maybe he's got nothing to hide. Maybe he's very confident in himself, which is good. And I wish that more people were like that. But I mean, doing that in front of guys, like, what's going on? Like I said, we're in Midtown, so you can really expect whatever. Yeah, that was the Macbeth play I recommend. Going on to number 2, Bedtime FC is hella underrated, and y'all are sleeping on it. Let's start, bro. Bedtime literally creates his own UFC universe and simulates the fights we want to see, actually. How can you not like that, especially with Bedtime's commentary? And at the end, he does a Dana White post-fight press conference. And I don't know, it's just very entertaining, and the vibes are just there. The chat's chill, everyone's chill, the vibes are up. I recommend joining that if you see it on YouTube and just scroll past, you're making a mistake. Yeah, and plus it's just like an hour and a half or sometimes 2 hours more of just like, you know, I guess just more UFC media to take in. Come on, if you like that shit, take it in. It already gets a decent amount of views or whatever, but I think it could get more. Come on. He's putting on the fights we actually want to see. And it's chill because Bedtime, whatever, trains and fights too. He said he had a couple Muay Thai fights or whatever, but he's waiting to go pro in MMA. But later, you know, get your striking down. I'm literally eye to eye with that, so I can understand where he's coming from. But he like even played his fight back and showed us basically that he got robbed, and I'm here to double down on that. Come on, the dude was fighting with his hands down. He was gassed out. He didn't want the smoke. Yes, he was still fighting, but he was just like, and listen, I was a little tired and I was fighting with my hands down. So, you know, being in that perspective, I know what I'm seeing. All right, I know what I am seeing. I don't know. I don't want to talk more on his fight. I don't honestly remember. Whatever. But when I watch it, I remember knowing that he got robbed by split decision. All right. That one's going to be pretty quick. I recommend Bedtime Fighting Championship. It's pretty entertaining. Number 3. And I'll try to put videos or whatever as I'm talking about this, just like a couple different examples or whatever. But I follow Vinicius Oliveira on Instagram or whatever. And y'all should too, first of all. He's pretty funny. It is in Portuguese or Brazilian, whichever, if you're not familiar or educated. So I don't know what he's saying. The translation is there, and it kind of does make sense. But I think just like, you know, 2 languages, you know, languages are, you know, framed differently, if that makes sense. So it doesn't make sense to me all the time, but it gets the point across, which is good enough. But what I'm trying to say is, why does Vinicius Oliveira only post hard sparring footage? He's essentially KOing people for the Instagram. Listen, I would love to be doing that. And the sparring culture in Brazil is nothing like how it is here in America. In America, there's respect. And I'm not saying there's not respect in the way that Brazilians spar, or at least how Vinicius Oliveira is putting on for Brazil and how they spar or whatever. Just fucking crazy. Yeah, like I said, I'll put a couple videos up and y'all will see what I'm saying. Probably 2, maybe 1, we'll see. But he's literally just beating the fuck out of them, TKOing them, posting it. First of all, which might not be that smart because you're literally giving away your tactics or whatever. As we all know how that works. Just think of Tom Aspinall. He doesn't post anything, barely fought or whatever. And we'll get into that later. Anyway, yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. I just wanted to talk about it, bring some light to that. Y'all should, you know, it's just basically a free fight, bro. And recorded and posted. Y'all should follow him on Instagram and just for that content, good content. And he has good skits, too. He's actually funny. And I think he's actually a decent prospect coming up, so he's doing everything right in my opinion. Number 4, and I'm glad for this because he's a terrorist. We all hate Jailton Almeida now. Thank God. I'm pretty sure it was Curtis Blades that fucking murdered him. And I love Curtis Blades. Just thinking back to that fight, I'm just having a moment right now. Thank you, Curtis Blades. But, bro, when I say a terrorist, just laying on Volkov for 3 rounds, bro, this is not wrestling, bro. You're not even working for anything. You're just taking him down. You got stood up twice and went straight for the takedown again and still lost. You live and you learn, kid. But it's still just like, I'm so glad Volkov won because, one, I fuck with Volkov way more than Almeida. We all do. Is that crazy for me to say? I don't think so. But, yeah, thank God fucking that happened. Because I was literally at work watching the fights in the back of my break because they were early or whatever. They were in Abu Dhabi or whatever. We're in the United States over here. And I was like sitting by the decision like, and then they gave it to Volkov. I was like, I was happy. I was satisfied. I'm glad that the judges were on the right scoring criteria, actually taking in his like significant strikes from bottom, the elbows, the ground and pound, just working off the bottom, whatever. And, you know, they were boxing up for whenever they were standing, they were boxing a little bit. And, you know, Jailton didn't even really land anything on him until like the 3rd round, and like the end of the 3rd round. I think Volkov might have landed a couple things. Like I said, he was literally smudging him the whole time. Fuck Jailton Almeida. Boring as fuck. You cannot become a world champion doing that, or at least an admired world champion. Yeah, fuck Jailton Almeida for now. You know, you never know how we feel in 2 years. Maybe he ups his striking game. Maybe he starts KOing everyone like Ilia Topuria. You never know in MMA. But we're going to go into the next one. Yeah, I just want to talk about my DIORPIUM locks from last week. What were they? Let me scroll back up here. DIORPIUM locks for Aspinall gone. Aspinall first round finish. All right, let's just get this over with. Gay. I hate it. I hate the eye poke. If you follow me on Instagram at DIORPIUM or whatever, go follow me there if you want. I was posted about Aspinall getting poked in the eye or whatever. Dude, listen, I get it. An executive decision was made. I don't feel the same as I felt in the moment. I think in the moment I was very upset because I waited a year plus to watch Aspinall fight, and I really like Tom Aspinall. He's a fucking truck. All right, so I was very upset in the moment, but I still do kind of believe a little bit what I said because that's what I felt in the moment, but I do understand his positioning more now than I did then. So initially, my initial response was Tom Aspinall's a bitch because he didn't like what he was feeling in the first round. His nose was bloodied. He was getting jabbed to oblivion. Yeah, he was doing some good, decent kickboxing, whatever. He lost the first round, barely. It was close. It was close because I was even texting in the gym group chat. I think Tom Aspinall won the first round. And they were like, nah. You got to give that to Gone, the damage, whatever. I was like, you know, y'all are right. I'll admit it. Y'all are right. But watching it, I thought Tom was landing the better shots, even though Gone was really landing his jab or whatever. And basically, you see the eye poke or whatever. You see how deep it goes in his fucking left eye, and then you see that when the finger is on his right eye, it just like barely hits the top right here. Listen, eyes are sensitive, and I get that. So I'm like, I'm not trying to like be that guy. I don't know nothing about nothing. Like Dana said, only Tom knows what happened. But I was like, bro, how are you going to hold your right eye when half of a fucking Cyril Gone finger, which is like a fucking, oh my God, is bigger than the average human, basically, goes like halfway into your left eye and you're holding your right eye. I don't understand that. So seeing that in the moment made me feel like I know what I saw. He bitched out. He chose the wrong eye to fake this with. All right, maybe he didn't fake it. The eye hurt, obviously. He got poked in both fucking eyes, like Guru said. If he had his fucking thumb in his mouth, he would have had Tom's head like a fucking bowling ball. So, you know what I'm saying. And it was bad, too. Y'all see the replay. But, yeah, that's how I felt in the moment. That it was just, like, not bad acting because he did get poked in the eye, but he didn't like what he felt, so he tried to find a way out. And that's how I felt or whatever. But now I see that an executive decision was made that, and, you know, hearing Guru and Mighty talk about it on their show that they just posted this morning, or, like, the live stream or whatever, was, like, everyone that gets eye poked, the belt fight or not, they continue the fight. They usually lose 80% of the time. So, I mean, the odds would not have been in his favor, especially how that first round was going. Yeah, I don't really feel that way anymore. If you couldn't see, you can't see. And waiting that long just to probably get slapped in the next round because you can't fucking see would fucking suck. So I think an executive decision was made. He got his pay, or maybe he didn't. Maybe they both just got normal pay since it was no contest. I don't know how that works. Whatever. But he kept his belt. That's all that matters. Yeah. So that's that one. The second one was Walter Walker first round submission. Obviously heel hook. I'm so glad it happened. I was at work. I had it on the TV. I was jumping up and down like a kid, going. Seen back to back heel hooks. Thank God. Shout out Walter Walker. Move on to the next one. My last pick or whatever was Jose Delgado by explosive finish, second or first round, bro. And we were so close. We were so close. And we'll just get to the point, bro. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little loud. We'll just get to the point. He did get robbed, guys. The third round was close. I think what made the judges give Nathaniel Wood the third round after Jose Delgado kind of, outdid him a little bit was the takedown in the last, couple minutes. I forgot exactly what time it was. I haven't watched the fight back. But fuck, man. I love Jose Delgado, really. He's just his striking is beautiful to me. And that's I feel like that's how I would want to fight, honestly. Just the explosiveness, have the gas tank. Listen, he was getting tired. He did slow down the input or output a little bit. But, his pace, holding the pace like that is kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to be really, 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 really conditioned like a freak, like Merab, to kind of keep up a pace like that. But the pace was enough. I think so. I think Nathaniel Wood did take the second round. I think first one is obviously Delgado. He went for that left knee up the middle after his flurry of a combo hella times and almost landed hella times. So keep on throwing that. Don't stop throwing that, Jose, please. Yeah, like I said, I really fuck with Delgado. The fuck? I really do fuck with Delgado, and like I said, I do think he got robbed. And the verdict scorecard. Come on. I trust that scorecard more than the judges. They'd be rigging shit. Hence, Cyril Gane getting the title shot. Over Volkov or whatever. He lost. Come on, y'all know this. Let's go back down after the DIORPIUM locks. Number 6. I want to fight or do whatever for generational wealth to pass down to my family. But the only thing I'm passing down right now is microplastics through my genetics. I bought a stainless steel water bottle. I would show y'all, but I forgot it at work. And they're closed on Monday, so I got to get that bitch on Tuesday or Wednesday when I go pick up my check. Yeah, think about it, bro. Plastic is so ingrained in our society that it is taking over our genetic code slowly. Very slow pace, evolution, whatever. But come on, guys. Let's lock in. Drink out of the glass. Just get some mason jars. Bro, just keep a pickle jar. Use it as a cup. Throw away your plastic cups. No more non-stick pans, guys. That little scrapey shit is what's doing it. I hate to break the news to you. Y'all probably knew it. I'm just trying to spread some word. I'm not saying you have to go stainless steel glass only. You can drink use plastic or whatever. Use a plastic bag when you store your chicken in the food, whatever. But just know that you can slow the pace down of your body slowly turning into plastic. Your brain is turning into plastic. Your balls are shrinking and turning into plastic. I'm pretty sure I heard a fact or something a couple years ago that the space between your butthole and your balls are getting smaller because of microplastics. That could be wrong, but I'm choosing to believe it because that fear mongers me correctly for my health. And y'all should too. So, yeah. No more microplastics, even though it's unavoidable in our constant what the fuck is the word, bro? In our current America or whatever. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Number 7. If you have a coffee machine or an espresso machine and you aren't making your girlfriend/wife a latte or espresso or whatever every morning, what are you doing? Do you really love her? Listen, I make a latte for me and my girlfriend 90% of the time. This morning, I wasn't able to. Ellie woke up first, made her own coffee, didn't make me one, whatever. I made my own. It was good. But I wasn't able to this morning because she had to get up early and go to school. So that's why I say 90% of the time. But come on, put your best foot forward, bro. Make your girlfriend a coffee. Give her that boost in the morning. Or if you don't drink coffee, this doesn't apply to you. You can skip to the next one. But come on, trust me. You make your girlfriend a coffee every morning, you could first of all, the more you do it, the better you get at it. We got an espresso machine. We don't even got a coffee machine. Be steaming the milk or whatever, bro. Getting at the perfect consistency. extra milk, put sugar in the milk, whatever. I don't care oh my God. I don't care what the right way to make an espresso is. I got my way in my house. Or me and my girlfriend, our house. But yeah, come on. As a man, you should be putting your best foot forward. Don't you want your girlfriend to have a good start to her morning every morning? Do you love her? Come on. Just take notes, guys. She will love you more. Even though she probably already loves you a lot if she's with you or married or dating you. But just come on. Put your best foot forward. Be a man. Number 8, dirty boxing this week. Let me just talk about a couple of the fights. Let me go back to Safari real quick and go to Tapology where I was looking at the card. I just want to start off with... Listen, I don't know most of these people. I'm only going to talk about fights that I care about. There's only 3 fights that I care about. I guess maybe the James Cannon one, just because I saw him get a finish before. But probably won't even talk about that. But I'm pretty sure opening up the card is Akeem the Dream Bashir versus Gabe Urit. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect nothing at all. The only reason I care about this fight is because Akeem's in it. And he trains at American Top Team Sandy Springs. Elbows are his specialty. I don't know if you saw the Jose Leon fight. You probably didn't because you don't pay attention to Atlanta or Southeast Regional MMA. But let me just give you a little rundown on that. Akeem had this dude. I'm pretty sure he had one eye or something. I could be wrong. Basically pull out last second in like 3 days in notice or 2 days notice or 1 day notice or something. This dude named Jose Leon came from Chicago, got his blood test, got made weight, did all that on like, I think a day or 2 notice. First of all, impressive. Come on, talk about taking up an opportunity on another side of America. Regional MMA or not, that's still crazy. Shout out to Jose Leon. That's some real dog shit. And he's Hispanic, so shout him out for real. Anyway, they were fighting at the Battery, bro. I was watching the bird's eye view over this fight right now. And keep in mind, like I said, Akeem trains at my gym. Not my gym. I train at Akeem's gym. Let me just say that. Anyway, it was just a war, bro. There was blood. It was crazy. And then in the end of the 3rd round, it did go to decision, I believe. Unless I'm wrong. I don't remember, but... No, it did go to decision, I think. Or maybe it was a TKO stoppage in the 3rd round. One of the two. But basically, long story short, 3rd round... They're both like huffing and puffing, dude. They're scrapping. This is a crazy pace. Genuinely most entertaining and bloody fight I've ever seen the NFC produce. I'm telling you, I had the bird's eye view over the cage, and when I see the mat or the cage mat or whatever, first of all, it's white. And so when I tell you like, here's the whole thing, I tell you like 4/5 of it was covered in Jose's blood. But basically, my favorite part about it was, I'm not saying I'm that guy or whatever, but I was screaming at Hakeem from the bird's eye view, Teep, Hakeem, Teep. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it was me. He might have heard me. I hope it was, because that's the only reason I'm screaming. I'm right above him, so maybe he heard it from me, or unless someone Tubbs was screaming it or something. I don't know. I couldn't hear them from his cage side or whatever, like, because I was above. But this motherfucker teeps. Jose goes straight to the ground. Hakeem gets on top of that. They're scrambling, they're wrestling, whatever. They're smearing blood all over each other. This is crazy. This should be on UFC pay-per-view, is what I'm saying. But basically, they end up in a scramble. Hakeem gets like a, how do you say, like a arm and head triangle with his legs or whatever, however the fuck you say that, triangle. And just has him in a triangle like this, and Jose's head and arms right here. And Hakeem is just bah, 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 to the top of his head, bro. When I see cuts leaking out his head, I see his face fucked up. That's when the blood smeared. It was the fucking craziest fight I think I've ever seen in the NFC, like I said. So, if anyone knows anything about elbows, it's Hakeem. Just saying. And bro, I see him. I see the work he puts in. I'm not trying to glaze too hard. But obviously, I'm going to try to put my gym people on. Get them some exposure. I'm not saying I'm got crazy numbers or whatever, but just keeping it honest. Versus Gabe Urit, who is 2-1 in pro MMA. His last fight, I think, was on LFA, and he lost during 2025. Yeah. I think Hakeem might murder him. It doesn't say anything. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. Here's his amateur. Brother, all of these, except his first couple ones, are all submissions. I think he's been working on his jiu-jitsu game a little too much, if that makes sense. So, my prediction, Hakeem going to go out there and like Atlanta fashion, shout out Corey Jackson, and destroy him with elbows in the boxing. Hakeem got good head movement. Let's get a little dirty, Hakeem. Okay? It's dirty boxing. What must I say more? Or what more do I gotta say? Anyway, yeah. Hakeem by assault. The next one that I care about or whatever is Brian Battle versus Nick Coring. Yes, Brian Battle, whatever. He got kicked from the UFC. Sucks for him. He's decent. He's good. He's got hands. But if he was a little more disciplined, fucking how you fucking moving up 15 pounds and still missing weight, kid. Come the fuck on. God. Y'all know Brian Battle. I don't gotta fucking say too much about him. But Nick Coring, just saying, yes, his photo has HDR on it. Just so you know, it is edited. But his muscles aren't. He looks fucking crazy. And I hope he fucking destroys Brian Battle. Honestly. Going through his recent fights or whatever. He is, his record is 13-2 pro MMA. That's what I like to hear. I don't know about his competition, whatever, if they're good or not. Regional shit, you know. He has, I wanted to say this too. It looks like he had a fight that was scheduled for the PFL, and it got canceled. So he's coming off some adversity. He got something to prove. Brian Battle's fucking retarded. So, yeah. I think this dude's going to destroy Brian Battle by hopefully KO or just like TKO. We're just blooding him up. Make Brian Battle quit, bro. Give him that fucking wake-up call. But yeah, all of his recent finishes are by KO, punches, KO. And his first win, I think when he was... No. Not his first one at all. Anyway, rear naked, arm lock, punches, guillotine, rear naked, split. All right, yeah. His more recent wins are all, with his hands. So I'm very excited for this one. I think he's going to make Brian Battle quit because Brian Battle's not going to like what he feels in there. If I get proved wrong, I hope so. I just want to be entertained. Then obviously in the main event, Gable Stevenson versus Billy Swanson. Dude. Billy Swanson's 4-3 in pro MMA. Gable Stevenson's 1-0. We saw Gable Stevenson's fight, whatever. Billy Swanson looks fat as shit and looks like nothing compared to Gable Stevenson. So I think Gable Stevenson will fuck him up, honestly, in the first round. Honestly. Like, I see him actually destroying him. His first win was by strikes. Second fight, he lost to TKO or KO. Third fight, second win, unanimous decision. Next one, strikes. Next one, submission. Lost his next fight due to strikes. Lost to strikes. Next fight, LFA got canceled. Muay Thai fight, lost by KO. If you can't win Muay Thai fights, how good is your stand-up? All right, I don't see one Muay Thai win here, buddy. So I think Gable Stevenson is going to actually destroy him. I hope he makes him bleed with elbows. Listen, I love elbows. That's the best thing about dirty boxing. Let's keep it 1,000. And like I said, Corey Jackson, shout out Corey Jackson. Again, not trying to glaze, but he's the one that really put on for elbows initially in the beginning of this. So never forget about that if dirty boxing is a thing forever. Yeah. So those are my predictions for the card, for the fights that I care about. Moving on to the next one. Is the chiropractor a scam? Listen, I had this older lady. She said she was 68. We were talking for a minute at the table. Really chill, really nice, whatever. I think, and before I go into this, I think I just feel bad, really, because I feel like it seemed like she really just wanted someone to talk to. Because whenever I would talk, she wouldn't even want to fucking hear what I would say half the time. But she did, though. She heard me out sometimes, or heard me out. But she really was just talking about her godson and all this stuff or whatever. She came alone, so I bet she's just been feeling a little lonely or whatever. But she said she was a chiropractor, Buckhead. And I was asking her, I was like, can I get your honest opinion? Like, I hear a lot of things about chiropractors. They say, like, if you don't need it unless you start going. And that it's a scam. And I was keeping it 1,000. I don't care if she spent her life chiropractor or whatever. I want her to educate me or sell me or scam me, whatever. I haven't really decided on what I think she said or that's how I feel about what she said yet. But I want to talk about it. She's just educating me about your spine and how it heals. And, like, if you just, like, never go to the chiropractor and get it realigned, it could, like, heal wrong and fuck up your neurological system or something. I'm probably wrong, whatever, I forget. But I feel like she was just trying to sell me. You know what I mean? She's telling me, she's like, yeah, I could get you Ryan Buckhead. I told her I'm a fighter or whatever, and I'm always trying to find better ways to focus on recovery because I feel like I'd be training pretty hard when I'm active, especially in camp. And even outside of camp, bro, I'm trying to become good. So I'm training a lot. Obviously, I'm going back today. Sparring day. Love that. But, yeah, I think she was just trying to sell me, but she was kind of spitting facts too if what she was saying was true. So I don't know. Might go try it out. Might not. I have this other dude too, who was telling me about chiropractor stuff, and he said he'd get me right for the first time for free. And they have a lot of machines there, whatever, that could have made my rib feel better, faster, whatever. So I definitely need to go check that out. Always, because listen, if I have all these outside sources coming into me about recovery for my body, and I could genuinely use it, and they're spitting me deals, that's what kind of makes me think they're trying to sell me. But also, they're getting me some deals, so they're trying to hook me up at the same time. So I might go try it out, but we'll see. I'll come back another day and let you guys know if I went through with any of those. Is the chiropractor a scam? We'll see. What do you guys think? Last one, number 10. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You guys should be listening to Dust Mite. If you don't know who Dust Mite is, he's a pretty small underground musical artist, musician. He doesn't like sing vocally or whatever, but he's like a screamer. He got good rap. He's grungy, bro. I'm trying to put y'all on up because I've been listening to Dust Mite for like 4 years now, which is crazy. Since my senior year in high school, which is in 2021, like January. So like almost 5 years now, because it's almost January again, which is crazy. And I can't believe I'm still listening to him. But it's like, I think it's so authentic, and I think it's so genuine, the work that he puts in. He works in so hard. And keep in mind, he's like gay with it. He creates his own beats, his own production, his own vocals. He mixes and masters and engineers everything himself. That is so hard. You don't understand how hard that is. I'm talking about how hard the work he puts in and how hard that is, the idea of it. It's hard. You know what I mean? It is hard. That is tough. But, bro, the quality, crazy. Very inspiring. I fuck with Dust Mite. I'm not trying to overglaze or whatever, but I'm trying to put you guys on before later in life you lie about listening to him. Since early days or whatever. Because I know he's pretty small right now. But I'm trying to put on, listen, go to SoundCloud. He has more songs on there. Let me put y'all on, bro. Let me just tell you my recommendations. Let me go to SoundCloud real quick. 1 second. Dust Mite. SoundCloud. All right, right here. Dust Mite. When he dropped Wrong Way in 2021, first of all, this is how I met 33 Mercury. Shout out 33 Mercury. That's another discussion for another day. But there's this song called What Lies Between Us that is so fucking good. It's not screaming, it's slow vibes, bro. Like, no way he hates me for playing a snippet. First of all, I am walking out to that song one day. Come on, that's tough. And then Reppin' Rico, bro. Shout out Celeste K too. Really cool dude. I've met them. That's another story for another day. But we performed a show down here in Atlanta one time when I used to make music. That was pretty cool. I'll get into that story another day. But Realm Zero was so good too, bro. Listen, I really fuck with Wrong Way. Because it's just so OG and sentimental to me. Because I've been listening to this motherfucker for so long. But Realm Zero is so fucking good. The way he built it, dude. Songs going to other songs. Shout out his Jim Carrey fucking in between, you know what I'm saying? If you listen, if you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. All right. I would definitely walk out to Shut Up. Bro, I'll walk out to any of these songs, bro. I'm not even lying. King Saul is so good, too. This is, like, still a little futuristic sounding, but it's, like, also, like, a lot of drums and a lot of guitar. So fucking good. And then Possession was good. It's just, like, a little 2-song EP. I fuck with Forever more than ESO. They're both still good, though. And then My Very Own was really good, too. This is basically, like, guitar might, drum might, whatever. So if you like drums and guitar and screaming, he puts it together really good. Last thing about that, bro, when I was making music, I would buy beats from Dust Mite all the time, and I had this, I guess I'll put y'all on right now. I have all these beats by Dust Mite that I was going to put into my first, like, not self-produced, but, like, because he produced all the beats. But, you know, I mixed and mastered it myself. It was going to be my first shit, bro. And I just like slowly started falling out of love with making music or whatever. Like I was really into it, and this production is so good. I'm gonna play you a little snip of every one, like the intro or whatever, and you can hear, bro. It was called DIORPIUM Volume 1. Sorry, my bad. At least I'm fucking hitting the mic. DIORPIUM Volume 1. Okay, all this. First one, Lobster. The beat sounded differently, but I had I'm telling you, I was fucking it up.
And welcome to DIORPIUM Volume 1. Produced exclusively by Dustmite and mixed and mastered by yours truly. Smoke your blunt and then dive into an experimental electronic track production. And one last thing, do not listen while on any sort of psychedelic substance. This project will send you into irreversible psychosis. You don't want your friends and family to see you locked in a padded room for the rest of your pathetic life, do you? Exactly. So please turn your headphones or speakers up all the way and enjoy this priceless collection of frequencies. That's right.
That's Lobster, buddy. That was the intro. Come on, that's just a fucking intro. Come on, bro. I'm getting hyped listening to this shit because I knew the potential behind these beats, but I just think the production is too good, and I wouldn't have done good. So I think that's really what was stopping me. I think I had something too good in front of my hands. But let me show you the next one, Executioner. Listen, I was gonna get this song with Axel Bloody Axel, but he, controversial man. I can't post a song anymore. He's, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, associate with that. If you know, you know. But this one is pretty good. Just accidentally took a fucking screenshot. I guess I'll play a little bit of his feature because he started off the song. But you hear it's like futuristic, sounds like a fucking lightsaber, bro. How do you make a lightsaber a beat? First of all, come the fuck on. Yes, not everyone likes Axel's style. I love it. And I think it mixed perfectly with this futuristic ass beat and fucking sound I had going on here. Next one. I hope they bump this in 2099. Another just crazy fucking beat. The whole point of this is me telling you to go listen to fucking Dustmite. And I'm the only one that can hear this or have this. And first of all, for this beat, it was called I Hope They Bump This in 2099. Featuring Fuck It. And fuck it, bro. Piece of shit. Paid him a good amount of money for a feature. Not enough to feel like I got scammed, but a decent amount that's respectable. You know what I'm saying? Because, whatever. Tell me that beat would not sound crazy with Fuck It on it, bro. And he sent me the shittiest fucking feature I ever heard in my fucking life. So fuck it. I hope he dies. Next one, Do I Look Fried? This one was going to be with Vith. You can hear it, you can imagine him opening it up, talking shit. Sounds like a heartbeat. Do you not hear the future in this? This is the future. Anyway, yeah. This next one, Scumface, is also the future. Just listen to this whole sound, the idea I'm trying to put you guys on. This one I wanted to get Dustmite and Severed on it. But, you know, I'm just letting you know. And this beat right here was structured so good. I'm only gonna show you the beginning, but it fucking. Anyway, the next one is called Son of a Dyke. Son of a Dyke, whatever. It's supposed to be with Celeste K. This is like EDM, so you already know Celeste K would have killed this, bro. And he did send me a verse of this. Dust might have forgotten, but he was supposed to mix it, but whatever. Come on, you can hear the levels to this production. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Anyway, the next one, Blood for Blood. Bro, this one was gonna be crazy. I was gonna get Yink, however you pronounce it, YVNCC on this. Tell me he would not fucking kill this. Listen to the production, bro. My girlfriend said this sounded like Skins, that TV show, that British show or whatever. If you know, you know, I guess. Do you not hear the electrical waves in the melody? Come on, kid. This is the fucking future. Listen. These are so precious to me, but I'm never going to use them. And I want them to be released because I know they would change Dust Mite's life. But they need to be done perfectly. So, I might just host an album later in my life with this. Just be on the lookout for that. Who knows? Anyway, that was Blood for Blood. Come on, with Yink or Yunk, whatever. This one, Vile. Vile 3 was going to be produced by Dust Mite, now Grandmaster Funk. Just listen. And I made this intro. I get goosebumps listening to this.
What falls, what inspires others, that is the land of lost content. I see it shining plain, the happy highways where I went, and cannot go again.
Come on. Just listen. Come on. Tell me Vile 3 would not be crazy to this, especially with that intro. If you know, you know. There's actually story in his production. It's not the same fucking thing. Come on. There's depth. And he does it all, bro. Come on. From scratch. How can you not respect that? The next one's called SMH My Head. Shout out Muniz again. That's my boy. That's my dog. This one is gonna be with Young Euphoria. My bud. My brother. It's on some rapping shit.
same shit. Pussy boy, fuck around, let you explain. We put him down in the dirt, renegade of my times. Most never would return. It's the season of the sickness. Presenting you some sick shit. Bleeding from the neck too long. I had to rip it out with the face. Let it sit with the weak. Let him build inside the chamber, then we don't even speak. Bitch, I'm blowing up the heads, then it's painting the streets. Always riding in the sky, they can never believe me. I'm the motherfucking flame in the dark, spreading wings like an angel. I remain with the hearts of my enemies. Got more things than the stars. Fuck the president. Everybody just love dead presidents. Tell we're living in the ruins, troubled as some humans. Open up your motherfucking eyes from delusion. Bitch, I'm going stupid. Metaphoric methods tell the death of you losers.
The depth of the production. Come on, if I can't convince you to listen to fucking Dust Mite, his beats are better. His beats are better. His vocals are better. Alright, this last one, bro. It's gonna be the outro called Take It Back. He sampled this, isn't from scratch, but he fucking sampled it and fucking made it beautiful. Come on. I know you love that frequency of this tag, bro. Let it sit in your brain and resonate there until you die. Dust Mite, Dust Mite. Come on. Let me stop. Fake mouthing. Don't tell me I don't got the fucking future in my hands. Come on, bro. Expect a hosted album by DIORPIUM sometime within the next 10 years. I have the future in my hands, and you cannot tell me otherwise. The production is insane. The depth. I'm telling you, I was overwhelmed by the production. That's how good Dust Mite is. Come the fuck on. Listen to him. Go check him out, bro. I'm glazing. I don't even care. I'm trying to put y'all on real game. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Him and Celeste K are the chillest dudes I ever met. How can you not fuck with their vibe? Man, shout them out, bro. We will meet again another day. Or whatever. That's not... Listen, my heart is pounding right now talking about this. Listen, I have the future in my hands. You can't tell me I don't. I'm going to conclude off this vibe. Thank you for watching. This one's going to be long as shit, bro. My apologies. I hope y'all fuck with that. I had a lot to say. Go listen to Dust Mite. But, yeah, besides that, I hope you had a good coffee this morning. Go drive safe. You know what I'm saying? Sleep well. Hope you slept good if you're watching this in the morning. You're running? Listen, dude. Kid, do another mile. You can push through it. What are you? Not a world champion? Come on. If you're not running at least 3 miles every time you're running for half an hour, what are you really doing? Let's get on that kind of a pace, kid. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thuggin', buggin' on the block, scheming on a master plan. At your mouth, you talk a lot, buck 'em in the parking lot. I ain't tryna cause a scene, but bitch, just drop it off your ass. I'ma put you in the past when you hear that mega blast, ripping up your fucking hoe, ripping up the fucking show. I'm so holy, snatch your soul, then your body hit the flow. Ho, you best respect my flow. I'm more darker than shadows. Prince of Dawn is my title. Swinging, banging, moving slow. If you got some words to say, get that anal off your chest, cause that pillow talking gonna make me lay you straight to rest. Esoteric in your face, pussy niggas love to hate, but these niggas soft as cake, gonna make them meet that grave. Niggas snitching, man, you ain't a killer, you a fucking hoe. Put your body in a field somewhere on the back roads, Tennessee, nigga, crystal ball. I'm the son of God, dancing like I'm Country Black after we finish our job.